Hi, it's day 62 of the 90-day mental, emotional, spiritual well-being series. How good is your chemistry? Our bodies are chemical producing machines. They create a chemical when we think a thought. They create a chemical when we feel a certain way. They're constantly producing chemicals to regulate our body, to get our organs working and shifting and doing what it needs to do. But there are 4 chemicals that are created very naturally in our body, which can be called happiness chemicals. Okay, so you want to feel happy? There's some things you can do. And when you do those things, a certain chemical is released, which will kind of like very specific to the activity that you're doing. So, kissing. Feels so good, doesn't it? So kissing, being intimate, just being close to somebody, compliments, playing with a baby, right? Just holding a baby, you know, you just see their little faces and they're just so cute. And, you know, playing with children, just kind of like that natural, playful nature. You know, you feel happy when you're around them. Petting your dog, just, you know, you can imagine, you know, they're just like barking when they're seeing you, so happy to see you all the time, and it's just so lovely to see their little faces, and you know, you're just stroking them, patting the dog, or cat if that's your thing, or horses. All right, so when we are with animals, and we have that proximity to them, or we have proximity to another person, or even yourself, right? I mean, just self-love in so many different ways, you can release oxytocin. So oxytocin is the love chemical, right? So it's, you know when you're feeling happy. It doesn't matter what's kind of gone on during the day. When you feel, you know, when you have a hug, oh my goodness, just hugging, it feels so good, right? The longer, the closer the hug, it feels so good. And why does it feel so good? Well, that chemical oxytocin is coursing through our bodies. New mums are full of oxytocin. That's the predominant chemical that's coursing through their bodies. That sense of just being with their child the whole time. And for a number of years, to be honest, until it starts to wear off a little bit. But oxytocin is that love chemical, Beautiful, beautiful. When we have a win, oh my goodness, when we're feeling amazing, when we're crushing it, when we're completing a task, when we have just, you know, little celebrations. It's like, whoa, I did this, I completed this. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It just be small little wins that we do, or it can be big things. And we're celebrating, or we're just enjoying good food. It just tastes so good, and it's like, oh my God, it's so good. So when we are enjoying good food, completing things, having those little wins, even self-care, where we're like, damn, I look good, you know, like getting your nails done, my nails look good, my hair looks good, the suit looks sharp. So like taking care of yourself, those kind of activities release dopamine, right? That feel good, that high feeling, but it's completely natural. So you feel that way when you have those wins, when you have those completions, when you have that satisfaction, that self-satisfaction around lovely food, or around just, you know, it's all going well, you know, feeling good about yourself. So to release dopamine, enjoy your food, savor every moment. Excuse me. Savor every bite, just really taste every morsel, enjoy it. It's just a very, very kind of intimate, personal experience, savoring and enjoying good food. Take your time with self-care and with grooming, you know, make yourself feel and look as good as you can for you, okay? And when you do that, when you smile to yourself in the mirror, okay, you are releasing dopamine, that feel-good feeling. When you are completing something, when you've set yourself a goal or a task and you've achieved it, you've ticked it off, feels good, right? You've got something to talk about. You've got something to tell yourself that, yes, I did this today, I completed this, I had a set of tasks to do, crushed it, nailed it, right? And that is dopamine that's flowing through your body when you have those moments of nailed it. Okay, so when, it's obviously we feel down and anxious or stressed or whatever, and what do people say? What do we do when we're in that state to change our state, to change our physical state? What do we do? Well, often people say, if you're like panicking or things like, too much stress, breathe. Take some nice deep breaths. Nice deep breathing, okay? Calms the nervous system. Meditating, just kind of like going off into that stillness. So when we're deep breathing, when we're meditating, often it's also like just need to get out of the house, right? Just go out, different change of environment, change of scene, go for a lovely walk in nature, look at the clouds, look at the trees, look at the leaves, smell the roses, okay? Going out in nature, go for a swim or a jog or a cycle, right? So those kind of freeing and releasing experiences release serotonin, and serotonin is that mood changer. It kind of switches your mood, it stabilizes, so from a very sort of high erratic feelings that you might have to being more stable, more grounded. Being out in the sun, oh my goodness, isn't it great when the sun is out? Oftentimes, depending on where you live, right, if it's, the minute the sun is out, we're like, oh my God, what a gorgeous day, I need to go out. Just feeling the sun on your face. It's so important, actually, for self-care, just to get some vitamin D from the sun. 10 minutes feeling the sun, it just feels so good. It just calms everything. It's the mood stabilizer, that's serotonin. So serotonin is released when you go out in nature, you're swimming, you're cycling, you're meditating, taking in the sun. So it's a more gentle activity, more calming activity, but it's just so good. It makes you feel so good, right? So that is serotonin. There are other things that we can do which just kind of like release tension and anxiety. It's like the painkiller, if you like, a natural painkiller. And they say laughter is the best medicine, right? So laughter, so when you just have a belly full of laughs, right, it's hysterical, all right? Or you're watching a comedy and you're just laughing and it just feels really good, okay? You forget about your pain, right? So painkillers through laughing, through enjoyment, through just watching a great comedy, enjoying chocolate. Oh my goodness, just having a little piece of dark chocolate. There's magnesium in there, which really kind of triggers off the chemical, the fourth chemical, which is endorphins. All right. So when we release endorphins, when we go for a run, we're just like, it just kind of like releases some of that, the pain that we're feeling, or the anxiety that we're feeling, or the stress that we're feeling. Just like a good, powerful, when you've got stuff in your mind, going for a run just kind of releases the anxiety and the pain. Essential oils, amazing as well. So you can use essential oils for all the different kinds of mood enhancers as well, but just to release pain. So things like lavender is very, very calming. Things like eucalyptus, things like tea tree oil. So there's lots of different essential oils which can be used to kind of change your mood, make you just feel sort of like, release some of that pain. And obviously exercising, just you just when you're exercising, you can't focus on anything else. You're just doing the workout, you're just following whatever workout you're doing, and it just feels really, really good. So lots of different things that we can do to get into that happy state, find those happy chemicals, have them coursing through our bodies. So we've got, just to recap, we've got the love chemical, which is oxytocin, right? The mood changer, which is serotonin. The feel good chemical, which is dopamine, and then the pain reliever, which is endorphins. So whatever you choose to do, just know that your body is so well equipped. It has everything that you need to change your state, to make you feel happy, to make you feel good, and the different activities that you can do to help you do that. You know, just appreciate where that's coming from. That's coming from you. Okay, so medication, I mean, this is a whole different story, whole different conversation, but it kind of tends to mask the pain or the emotion or the wherever you are, right? It kind of tends to mask it. But we can draw from our own body, from our own physicality, from what we do ourselves, from laughing to holding a baby to being out in the sun. So many things that we can do which are very safe, free, make us feel good. I'll see you in the next video.